Hey, this is Mike Levine, PickupTruck.com, and we are here with Carl Hillenbrand, and Carl is the product manager for the Chevy Silverado, and Carl's going to tell us a little bit more about the brand new 2009 Chevy Silverado Hybrid. So, hey, Carl.
Hi. Yeah, we're really pleased to have announced here today at the LA Auto Show that we're going to be in production in the tail end of 2008 with the Silverado Hybrid that gives a fuel economy benefit of about 40% or better in the city for fuel economy. So really significant improvement, and 25% or better improvement for overall fuel economy. And this is a similar hybrid system that we've already launching right now with our Tahoe. It uses a 300-volt nickel metal hydride battery pack. It's packaged underneath the second row seat. Really, that's the only thing on the interior that you notice that's different on the Silverado compared to a normal Silverado. And then the IP cluster has the efficiency gauge.
Okay.
And I don't know how much exposure some of your readers maybe have had to the efficiency gauge, but this is really helping drivers drive the vehicle appropriately for maximizing fuel economy. There's a needle that just points straight up and down. As long as it's pointing up and down, you're in maximum fuel economy benefit. If it ever veers over to the right, it means you're accelerating too hard, you're going too fast. If it veers over to the left, it means that you're braking too hard. So it's sort of like a video game as you're driving down the road. You want to try to keep that needle up and down as best as possible to try to maximize fuel economy. And it's really helped. I've been driving a two-mode hybrid for about the last 6 weeks. And when I focus on that, I really do notice a significant difference in fuel economy. But even just driving it normal, like I would in a normal vehicle, I'm getting at least label fuel economy, if not better, which is terrific. And this happens to be on the Tahoe hybrid.
Okay, great. And that fuel economy gauge is different than what's in the Tahoe, which is the navigation system, which is kind of the Prius style that we're used to seeing. And this is more of an analog type gauge, even though it's taking digital input from the engine?
Well, actually, on the Tahoe, it also has the efficiency gauge. It's up in the top left of the IP cluster.
Okay.
That gauge is common between both models. However, on the Tahoe, we've made the navigation system standard, and you get a power flow diagram indicating what mode you're in if you're in battery mode only.
Okay.
Now, in the Silverado, if you order the navigation system, we're not forcing it on standard. If you order it, you'll also get that power flow. And this vehicle that we have on stage here today does have the navigation system with the power flow diagrams as well.
Great. And this is just pure pickup interior, yes?
Correct. That's the only interior, our LT trim level, basically, from an interior perspective. Available in cloth or leather, but not the LTZ trim level.
Great. Tell us a little bit more about biggest challenge that you guys faced when you were moving from a conventional engine over to this hybrid mode?
Well, I think the biggest challenge on any hybrids is trying to make it as seamless as possible. You operate sometimes in electric mode, like when you're getting started, you push on the gas pedal, you're running on battery power only, and then as you're transitioning to blending in the engine power along with the battery and trying to make that seamless. Early variations that I remember driving, a year or 2 years back, you could notice it, you could feel it. Now, these transitions are really seamless. That's the big thing, changing back and forth between different modes, being power mode, electric power mode, or being gas powered mode. Those are the largest challenges. It's a lot of software that has to be written specifically to make those transitions smooth.
Okay, and that testing is still going on while we wait for the truck to arrive?
Well, for the Silverado Hybrid, that will continue to go on because we don't come out in production until the fall of next year. But for the Tahoe Hybrid, we're in the process right now of ramping up production, and they'll be out to the public very shortly.
Great. And one final question. Some of our readers have been asking why not use it on the 5.3 liter motor instead of the 6 liter motor. Any particular reason for that?
That's a very good question. As a matter of fact, when we started doing the development, we looked at using a 4.8, a 5.3, and a 6 liter. And a couple of reasons for going the 6 liter. It's not the regular 6 liter. It's not the same 6 liter that you can get in the Silverado without hybrid. It's same displacement, but it has late intake valve closing technology. It's a modified Atkinson cycle engine. And what it basically does is allows you to have a longer power stroke, thereby getting all the benefit of the power of the fuel being burned in the cylinder, giving you the downforce on the piston, and then translating it to power for the engine. However, it doesn't use the full upstroke as far as the pumping losses. It has a shorter compression stroke, but it still has a 10.5 to 1 compression ratio and produces the power. So it's a 332 horsepower engine, just the gasoline engine by itself. And then we have the two 60 kilowatt electric motors in the transmission as well.
Right, and those stand in place of a supercharger like you normally have in that type of an engine?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Great. Well, hey, Carl, thanks a lot for your time. We really appreciate it. And thanks for introducing us to the 2009 Chevrolet Silverado Hybrid.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks.